Hello and welcome, my name is Ehlers and this is part 2 of Julia Among the Stars. Last time we left off where they couldn't access where I just got the code for the laboratory. Yeah, sadly my my video was not recording right away, so it also crashed, so I just pressed in the code and went in and just check that you have the waste disposal here, and that's it.
The waste disposal unit is still sealed.
The laboratory is one more thing the crew failed to use properly.
Well, it's kinda messy, so let's see what we have here.
This container holds various research samples.
But we cannot check it, okay. What else do we have? Glove box.
The glove box was meant for handling unsafe materials. It was never used.
I actually use those kind of things at work. That's quite tedious. Strange.
What is this device?
Observation. It looks like a makeshift device. It was probably constructed from other devices.
Can you be more specific?
It looks like a Geiger counter. The parts came from the demolished hovercraft we saw outside.
That's pretty ingenious.
Commentary. Why would they need to measure radiation when the central computer was equipped with sophisticated radiation detectors? Even my sensors detected radiation right away.
Perhaps they broke.
Well, we should be able to check that out. Let's see what else. We have a data pad.
Wait a minute. There is a custom nano SD card inserted.
Let's remove and analyze it before we try to use it. Who knows what might be stored there?
Good information. I don't think I have a password for this one, so well, you can let's just okay, there's no, I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, we have a data part down here. Okay, so we have we have Bath Crawler and Thindias here in this room. It's scrap pad, let's see.
Those simple digital scrap pads are used to write notes.
Okay, but nothing is writing. Oh, broken device.
Commentary. I don't know where this part comes from, but I don't think it will be useful to find out.
Okay. Interesting observation. Mobot.
A standard digitally enhanced microscope.
Blue. There. Blue. Okay, so Donald Axelfilm Bixler, who accumulated the Unit's legal games collection, died when his collected archive and II hive mind and below his neural password. Afterwards, Donald was found by his friends clutching the only physical software in his home. It was an indie cult classic, Julia Among the Stars, forced on him by the developer in a fit of unwanted gratitude. Meanwhile, the newly evolved intelligence infiltrated a hypercraft control module and was last tracked fleeing the solar system while net streaming turn-based fighting chess. Okay. Kind of. Oh, that is the. Isn't that? I think that is the. That is the creators of the game, if I remember correctly. Trial by Alpha on the second Yamabushi's business. She was enchanted by the planet Ice Beauty and tall, majestic snow-covered peaks. Alexandra decides to celebrate her first planetary landing by taking part in her favorite hobby, the obscure sport of ski yodeling. Unfortunately, her echoing and off-key yells brought down a massive avalanche and crushed her completely. Okay, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's sort of like from the developers. I don't think it is important. So, okay, so sender. Do we have? No, okay. Messages. Crew messages. Remember, we are last survivors, member of the expedition. There is no excuse for mistakes, any form of rules. Okay, haven't we gone through these? Yeah, I have. So should I? Okay. Nothing. Media. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, we have. Yeah, okay. Nothing new there. I think this might be just connected to the whole thing. Yeah, I think I have gone through all of these actually. And still can't scroll down. That's. I hope they implement that is the next game. That you can just use the scroll wheel for up and down for text. Yeah, I think I have watched all these things. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So nothing new here. Analyze station. Drag and drop. Okay. So let's see. Analyze. Bio trace dried human blood. Let's see if laying outside. Okay. Suspected that blood came from an outside source. Oh, okay. So it's not the person itself, but somebody else's blood. Let's see the laser ground. These prints for the Andrew Lark trace of sculpture. Okay, so I might have had a fight or something or not. Okay, 9 times. See what this body sample. Skull is for cause of this, laser guns to the head, heavily mutated human viral uplands in the body caused by long exposed to high radiation levels. Okay. Okay, Andrew Lark. Interesting. That he had the gun and then was shot. Maybe they had a fight. Body sample. I just like that she walks around with its strong blast, just cause this is a laser gun to the head from point blank range to put it instrument. Okay. So Pavel Cornelius, okay. Let's just examine everything. Okay, the bycrowd trace. Okay. Why are these fingerprints out? I think they might have a fight or something. I don't know.
This is perfect. Now I can try breaking into weakly protected data pads.
Why she's commenting on this but not on all of the other things? Oh, but the data card is interesting, but not that the fingerprints of the gun, the body parts were right. Okay, the nano contains a file program designed for password analysis. After seeing the database after maintenance mode, this program will isolate which letter are part of the target password due to the limits of the program. It won't work on data with strong protection. Okay. So, didn't we have some news log? What happened to the group? Datapad record of Pavel Cornelius' last stage were covered in the dormitory room. Alexander Hegel left his datapad in the immense storm. He broke his password and read through his grim entries. I've discovered the corpse of Andrew J.U.L.I.A in the corridor. It seems he shot himself. His identity has been verified by the analytics section DNA scan. Okay. Found the body of Pavel Cornelius in the dormitory. He was shot while sleeping. His identity has been verified. Ah, okay, so it's like your own. What about mission data? No. Okay. So we did this. Is this the same station? Yeah, it is. So let's see if we can break and please enter the nanny card. Okay, inserting. Alright, so we just wait. Do we wait or do we just do something? Okay, R, G. This is... Okay, could it just be bath? Maybe? Okay. Bath, what? What is the NAS name? So I got it. Files P for... I should have written this down. It's quite stupid I didn't do that. Okay, nope. Okay, Bas Krylo. Okay. So let's... Bas Krylo? And then... numbers... Okay. So how... Okay, so let's read this through all this. How this is interesting. Ordinary Xenophon was our main target. It is entirely devoid of any life. Does it mean we landed at the wrong place, or did Julia make another one of her infamous mistakes? From the very beginning I was warning everyone about the premature total reliance on untested sophisticated technology, and it would seem that I was correct in my assumption. There is a possibility that some miscalculation made by Chandler led us towards Ambrosia, but there is no way those things could have sent out any signal. Either way, we are coded and led us here to explore. Okay, today our crew encountered mild nausea, worse while carrying about us. There are more pressing matters. There's something wrong with the planets. I was conducting a spectral analysis of our surrounding and the data simply doesn't add up. I'm considering the idea that the place was once actually bustling with life, but what happened? I'm growing very curious. It would have been a nice future if I hadn't run into that Cynthia Cleveland creature again. Gosh, she's getting on my nerve. How could someone as stupid as her make it into our crew? Well, seems like nobody likes Cynthia Cleveland. She seems like a really bitch. Let's see. What the hell? Our data channels are dead. Andy decided to keep this information to ourselves for some reason. Well, he's the boss here. For now, we simply said that the communication with J.U.L.I.A is ongoing and nothing extraordinary has been found. It's getting me worried though. If we never record our data channels, we are stuck on this planet. I will try to look into the communication issue myself to make sure there is no sabotage. One suspect immediately jumps to mind. Probably Cynthia. I'm still not sure what is jamming our communication. I run every single test available, but still can't isolate the problem. I might ask Alex to look into this for me. It should be his job anyway. I am not that big of an expert on such things. Also, what originally seemed like ordinary nausea now appears more serious than we thought. Things looks as if she had been poisoned by thallium. Our planetary data check ruled out radiation poisoning, which will have very similar symptoms. I'm convinced blah blah blah. I'm convinced this is an inside job, and my instinct point me to only one person. Could she be Jennifer Lee Singh? Is that it? I better keep a close watch on her. Li Xing died today. Her illness progressed so rapidly. I'm convinced she had to be poisoned. I wish I could verify that with Julia's internal laboratory, but the damn data stream is silent. We can't even get back into orbit. I called Alex to help me out with the data channels, but even after triple checking every single thing, we couldn't discover what's jamming the communication lines. The cause must be here in the station because we were able to verify that data is traveling to and from the probe. We can't just exit it. In my opinion, somebody went to the decryption unit, but how? Wouldn't it just... Why would he call Alex? I mean, it seems like a very small station. Okay. I feel terrible. Have I been poisoned as well? If this is true, I have only 3 days to find out the cause of the poisoning and obtain an antidote. Not a very nice outlook. Well, you think so, Sherlock? Looking pretty grim for you. And that hag is always snooping around. I must warn Andy. He will know how to deal with her. I'm sure of that. I've seen before that he's incredibly good at those kind of things, and I still have my doubts about what happened at Zenobia. She might be behind it. I got an order from Andy to create a special little maintenance program, something which could help us break datapad passwords. He knows how much I love cryptographic, so he didn't have to ask twice. I need to keep my work secret. As long as she feels her datapad is safe, we might be able to find important clues in there. Okay, so should go and check. Oh, there's a lot of entries here. We have tried to play a little game with Miss Cleveland. Andy blamed her for poisoning our crew and told her that he has the proofs in the locker. If she doesn't explain herself, she will have to deal with consequences. I understand what he's after. If she panics, she might reveal something which will shed light into this poisoning. Also, my work on this little maintenance program progressed nicely. I've tried to open it soon on her datapad. Alex died today. I met Andy and we decided to deal with Cynthia tonight. Even if she hasn't made any obvious mistake, we can't allow this to continue. She was caught snooping around the station again, and just the thought of her gives me the shakes. We'll end it tonight and inform the crew in the morning. I mean, the station, I think that won't be the workstation they talk about in the laboratory. She made it so simple for us. She followed us to the back of station and tried to eavesdrop. It was easier than I thought. Now we can get back to read work. I messed up my first attempt and wiped some data from her datapad. I should have tested it first, but I was too excited to finally break in. I'm positive that the answer to our puzzling lies there. I feel I don't have much time left. What the hell, either she faked it really well or we have made a horrible mistake. I broke the datapad and she actually suspected Andy to the poisoner. I need to think now. Whoa, okay, that's a turnout. Because he's alone with Andy now, if I remember correct. Yeah, he is. Right? Yeah. I have a crazy idea about what could be the root cause of our problem. There is no way now that we will ever be able to return to the probe. So I think I will borrow some of our hovercraft parts from my handmade Giga counter. I wish I could show this to my friend Donald Bixler. He'll scoff off my steampunk device since he only believes in digital. Maybe so, but we are in desperate mode now. I mean, is this a reference? Is this like a real person who worked on the... I mean, like one of the programmer maybe working on this game? That could be kind of cool if they made this kind of reference. The device is almost done. I hope I'll wake up tomorrow so I can use it. Andy also knows his time will come soon. He told me his datapad's password is... okay. So... let's write that down. Andy... 9768221K. In case he doesn't survive. If he goes first, he wants me to take over this expedition, but I don't think I will survive past tomorrow. Last entry, okay. I will die soon based upon my device findings and some additional calculation. The radiation levels is 11 J.U.L.I.A. How do you say? I don't know. It's too much for anyone to handle. I should have known this earlier. we have failed. Okay. So we did get a message. Mind. Nothing in here yet. Okay, that's still. We check this database. Okay, this will be it for me now. I hope you enjoyed it. There was a lot of reading out this time. I don't know what you guys prefer, if I read it or if I just if I read it out loud, or if I just quickly skim it and then tell what I think about it. Thank you all for listening, and see you all next time. Bye bye.